Are we alone?
All right, Jan. Tell me about these aliens.
My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west.
That's what everyone wants to know.
Well, Cindy, lights were spotted last night at around 3 a.m., flying at 150 miles per hour west towards the mountain.
I remember the exact moment, of course, when I found out.
But people are speculating that it was, in fact,
I knew it could change everything.
aliens.
We had no idea what we were getting into.
Last night I was plagued by strange dreams. And if you know me, you know that I don't dream. There's also this noise, this deafening roar, almost like an engine, but weirder. And so I wake up and it's maybe 2 a.m. and everything is silent. But I look out my window and I see these strange lights shining in the sky, heading west, quickly. Oops. Anyway, the lights. They're so bright, and in my sleep-addled mind, I think it's weird that a plane would be flying so close to my home. I don't live by an airport. But the lights flash all these colors, and then they disappear. Now, if you know me, which you probably don't, you know that I know almost everything there is to know about extraterrestrials. Immediately, I'm sure this must be the contact we've been waiting for. I can't rest, I stay up all night mapping out the lights, the colors, where they disappeared, and I think I know the route they were flying. Today I'll begin my search.
Yesterday, school was a massive drag, so I went to the nurse's office as usual and slept all day long. Needless to say, when I got home that night, I wasn't tired at all, and so I decided it would be fun to pull an all-nighter. When the time came, I snuck downstairs in my bathrobe and I made myself some cocoa, and then I snuck back upstairs and went out on my roof through my skylight to watch the world from on high like I sometimes do. God, could there have been a more boring night on my street? No. Anyways, eventually I must have been lulled to sleep by the wind because I started to see the most magnificent display of colors in my mind. I started waking up at one point and I tried to stay in it, but I just couldn't. So I opened my eyes and the colors were still there. They were streaking across the sky and they were more brilliant than I had ever seen them in my mind. I mean, that's when I knew. I think I've always known it. Aliens are real and they've finally come to us. I feel a little bad for them that this god-awful town is where they landed, but it's okay because I'm here and I can show them around. And maybe, just maybe, when they leave, they'll take me with them.
I have my plan all figured out. These are the locations where the aliens could have left something behind as they passed. And based on my research, this is the path they traveled.
You'll never believe what happened to me today.
I've been doing some exploring of the path I plotted, and I believe I'm on the right track.
I wish that I'd gotten a better look, but unfortunately there was another snooper.
See this? Could be the work of cars, but on a path like this, must be them.
Now that I think about it though, he looked pretty familiar.
I think if I just... Hey!
Well, if he was looking for those aliens, he did seem pretty prepared. I don't know if I can do this on my own. Maybe I should talk to him.
So I headed out the next day, hoping that I might run into Harris, and lo and behold, I did. I confronted him.
And I denied everything.
But I convinced him to work with me.
Listen, I've got good ideas, and clearly you aren't getting anywhere.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't give me that. I saw you here yesterday in this exact spot, and I know you're looking for the same thing as me.
Aliens aren't even real. They're just something the government made up to keep us distracted while they spend their time contemplating war crimes.
Come on, you can't fool me. I was there in first grade when you convinced yourself you were the ankle biter from E.T. and that Your dog was an alien because he had a wonky ear. Remember that? But I thought it was great. I mean, I wanted to build a spaceship to take me away from everything here. To some other planet, some other people. I even considered taking you with me. Of course, decided against that once I realized you were just so...
Alright, fine. Let's work together. What's your plan?
Radius.
It was new territory for both of us. I was used to working alone, and I didn't know how much I could trust her.
I was absolutely thrilled. Finally, working with somebody on a project made it all the more exciting. But you could say I have some control issues.
I'm really smart. This is the best maybe we've got. And maybe this wouldn't have to be a maybe if your ship calculations were correct. It's your fault.
Well, Harris told me about his hypotheses and I told him about mine.
I think we need to move on to the end of the route, where they would be more likely to have left something behind.
Or landed.
Or possibly landed, which would lead us to
The
dog park.
That's when things started to get interesting.
Come over here.
Marge. Is this really necessary?
I told you, Harris. It helps with the electromagnetic. Whatever. I'm not getting anything over here.
You really think this is going to work, Marge?
It has to. The ship, no matter what their intentions are, is definitely transmitting something, and I know we can find it.
How do you know they're still here? What if they left?
Left? Are you crazy? Imagine traveling billions and billions of light years on a carefully plotted route to another planet, finding it, and then just giving all that up to disappear without a trace. They're explorers, not tourists, Harris. And they're definitely still here.
I don't know how to explain this.
I don't know if we should.
Hello? It's very important. Now come on.
Now, Marge made it very clear to me that she knows her way around a sound wave.
Robotics champion 7 years in a row. Not that I ever had much competition.
This is unlike anything she'd ever heard before. She was fiddling with all these knobs and the sound was just getting louder and louder.
I was trying to turn the dials the right amount to pick up the odd frequencies, but it was all proving very frustrating.
We were filming all of this, of course. I went home and there's this message on my phone.
Message 1.
Gordon Harris, you are in possession of classified information. Please be prepared to close your Nixon D5600 to our trained officials on November 29th at 5 p.m. You are required by law to not tell anyone else about this. It is a matter of experts only. You must cease your amateur investigation immediately.
Time not set. End of messages.
I haven't updated you in a while, I know. I've been filming with Harris, but that's all over now. God. We got so close. So close. I turned those dials just right. We heard a sound. But then we got the call. They took Harris's camera, but they don't know I've been talking to you. I'm getting scared. I didn't know it was going to get this serious this quickly, and I think Harris is pretty freaked out too. I want to keep looking for the ship, obviously. Harris? Yeah. Oh. Okay. No, I get it. Yeah. Hey. Take care, okay? Okay. Bye. He wants to stop.
I was afraid. I didn't want to give up, but I didn't feel as if I had a choice. I moped around for days. I really took a hit. Put so much of myself into the project.
Meanwhile, I was about at my breaking point. All I could think about was the radio. And I felt like I had let the aliens down somehow, like they had been counting on me. One day, when I got home from school, I just sat in my room and stared at it. And I don't know what came over me, but there was just this wave of frustration, and I took the radio and I threw it at the wall.
You did?
Yeah, I did. But to my surprise, the sounds came back after I did it. Oh my god, it's working again. I have to tell Harris.
You have to come hear this!
Take this. Who are you?
Is it? I think so!